Once a source of terror for the town, Stonebrook Prison was mysteriously shut down overnight in 1978 with no explanation. Rumors circulated about dark rituals and strange disappearances. Since then, no one dared to enter. However, this doesn't stop a group of young YouTubers from seeking the truth behind the prison's dark past. Eager to document any paranormal activity, they set off for the prison one midnight, armed with flashlights and cameras. The prison's rusted gates and decaying windows seem untouched for decades. As they step through the gates, the door slams shut behind them, as if something wants to trap them inside. There's no turning back now. Inside, the silence is unnerving. The dusty floor creaks under their feet. But it's not just the echoes of their footsteps that fill the space. On the walls, they notice strange symbols and faded inscriptions. Lisa shines her flashlight into one of the cells and gasps as she sees a message scrawled in blood. This is only the surface of the horrors that took place here. Matt enters the execution chamber and feels the air grow freezing cold. An old electric chair sits in the center, disturbingly intact, as if waiting for its next victim. Suddenly, the chair begins to move, as if an invisible force is sitting in it, rocking back and forth. John's hands tremble as he films the scene, but the lights flicker and the room plunges into darkness. Something is very wrong. The prison begins to feel alive. Echoes of whispers surround them, calling their names in eerie, taunting voices. John, Lisa, Matt. Sarah realizes these voices aren't just echoes. They are coming closer, growing more malicious with each second. She catches a glimpse of a shadowy figure lurking in the corner of one of the cells, but when she blinks, it vanishes. Lisa checks the camera footage and notices something chilling. There is a figure, barely visible, moving closer in every frame. It's following them, but no one else seems to notice. Every time they turn a corner, the shadow draws nearer. As they venture deeper, the group stumbles upon a hidden chamber beneath the prison. Dusty stone steps lead down to what appears to be an old ritual site. The walls are covered in symbols drawn in dried blood, and an altar sits at the center. John finds a tattered journal and begins to read. It reveals that in 1978, there was more than just a riot. Some of the guards had sacrificed prisoners in a dark ritual, binding their souls to the prison forever. Since then, the spirits have never rested, and the prison remains cursed by the evil that took place. As the group tries to flee, the prison warps around them. Hallways stretch endlessly, doors vanish, and walls seem to close in. Every step echoes with the screams of the damned. Suddenly, Matt is grabbed by an unseen force, dragged screaming into the shadows. The others watch in horror, helpless as his cries fade into silence. John and Lisa desperately try to find their way back to the main corridor, but the prison seems to be alive, shifting and sealing them inside. Blood begins to drip from the walls, the same blood that once belonged to the prisoners sacrificed in the ritual. The prison demands more souls. In a last attempt, John runs towards the iron gate, but it's sealed shut, as if by some supernatural force. He feels cold breath on the back of his neck, and a hand tightens around his throat. His vision darkens as he hears a final, sinister whisper from the shadows. No one leaves. The next morning, police arrive at the prison, finding no trace of the group. Only a camera remains filled with distorted footage of shadows moving through the halls and the group's final moments. One chilling detail stands out. At the very end, a blood-stained message appears on the wall. The curse still lives here,